You are listening to the Drag Dungeon Podcast with your hosts, Jay and John.
Hey, welcome back to the broadcast, your favorite podcast. You asked for this shit if you're easily offended. We don't recommend it. You asked for this shit, so here it is.
Let's talk about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 14, Episode 5, Save a Queen. What's up, John?
What's up, Jay? Episode 5 already, huh?
Yes, I know this season is moving right along, and I'm having these brain cloudiness because, you know, I mentioned before I was watching Season 12 and Season 7, actually Season 8. I started Season 8 and I had to turn off because I can't stand Bob the Drag Queen. Let's be real, he annoys the shit out of me.
Bob?
I can't. Yes, Season 8. I'm watching several seasons.
I think, didn't you say 8 was the first season years ago that we started the podcast? And I was confused because I think I didn't watch 9. I didn't watch Peppermint season, but I think I remember we agreed Bob was very funny, but I didn't love Bob on the season. But now Bob on his YouTube channel, love Bob. Can't stand Monet.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I can't stand Monet either. But Bob is funny now. But on the season, he was just kind of taken over. Like, you know, Thorgy was so mad because it became the Bob the Drag Queen show. He's kind of obnoxious on that. But watching all of these, people start crossing, like, I forget, like Deja Sky is making me think of Cherry Pie because I just finished season 12. Mm-hmm. Like, ugh, I can't watch more than one season at once, even though I do.
Yeah, I kind of wish I'll save the Cherry Pie comment for later.
I'm waiting for a comeback. No, I'm kidding. She needs to go away and be gone forever.
Well,
there's no place.
like I was telling you just quickly, I was telling you that they fired one of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City for supporting Trump and all that drama. And I'm like, well, I kind of disagree that she should have been fired. Whatever. Because that's a representation of people that actually exist in the world. And you don't have to agree with them or like them, but I think the conflict would make for good TV. So why fire her? It's just to please the viewers, which is Bravo. It's like a gayish channel, so obviously more liberal-minded. But anyway, I digress. I just think, now, of course, what Cherry Pie did was a little bit different. It wasn't exactly the same situation. But I think if people are problematic, bring them on, as long as it's not illegal.
Well, maybe if it can tie it in, like Real Housewives, they could probably tie it into the episode where Cherry Pie, you know, that was over, so they couldn't monetize her. Right. That's probably why they did it. They couldn't monetize the drama for her. Same with, Big on and just like that. Like, all they could do is cut him out, and it really made the end of the season sort of a limp dick. I'll just say, like, kind of impotent.
Castrated the season, yeah.
Yeah. They should have probably figured out a way to make that better, but oh well. So this episode, okay, so all the queens, you know, at the beginning they always say, I'm gonna do better this week. Kerri said, I'm gonna be scary. Bosco's gonna amp it up. Lady Camden wants to pop, and I'm like, I always like to watch that and really see like who really does what they say they're gonna do. Yeah, because most of the time they don't.
Right.
But at the very beginning, all the queens come in, and there's one missing. And this just confirms every time that we're witches. We made this happen. I really feel like we did.
Look, sometimes I feel guilty about our witchcraft. Like, we really try to use it for good. But, well, maybe this was good. But I just can't help it. When we get passionate about things, I mean, things happen. Sorry,
I know.
Retroactively in the past, because this was filmed months ago. We'll still take credit for it.
We're like, what's her name from The Craft? The one who turns bad because she goes crazy and doesn't know how to control her powers. That is us.
Nancy. Yeah.
Nancy. We're the Nancys. We just can't help ourselves. I get passionate about something and just make shit happen. Well, okay, so Kornbread leaves the competition because she is allegedly injured. What did you think?
Well, here we go again. Here come the comments. Another big girl gets injured on Drag Race. And, y'all wonder why there ain't never been a big girl winner and why there's not more representation. Well, because guess what? Turns out being obese is not healthy for your joints. And people break stuff and things happen. Now I know that average sized people have gotten injured as well. But I'm just saying. And the fact that she was a bitch last week helped me not feel so bad about it. I hope she recovers, and I'm sure she will definitely be back. But her kind of like farewell video, was very like, I was like, girl, hi everyone, it's me, Cornbread. I'd have turned around and gone back to my station and be like, I don't give a fuck what this bitch says. Bye.
Yeah, for sure. So there was a comment on one of our earlier videos about, obese queens being celebrated, how it's unhealthy. And I was like, whatever, we celebrate everybody. Well, we kind of celebrate everybody. We celebrate everybody. And then when this happened, I was like, I guess you have a point.
Yeah, and it's not that we think that big queens aren't talented or have great looks, because they do. We've seen it many times. But the truth of the matter is that it is not healthy, and it's difficult to dance or perform when you have, when you're overweight.
Well, and we have to point out that this was a little bit different than the times that this has happened in the past. Like, there have been queens in the past, so the big girls that got injured before, we had Eureka, who was doing the cheerleading thing and hurt herself. We have Victoria Scone, who has to be pissed at Lady Camden right now with that last look. Victoria Scone got hurt. And then which one other was it? Widow Von Du? Like, one of the other ones got injured, but they stayed in the competition. Like, they sucked it up and went through. Was it Widow Von Du? I can't remember who it was.
I really can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, I think this is very suspicious that this happened for many reasons. One is because she was such a bully the episode before. Like, it would not surprise me if that's why she wanted to leave, or they kicked her off, or whatever. Also, I hurt my foot. If you've been listening to the podcast, I talk about it every so often, and I landed on my ankle. Like, if you twist your foot sideways, I landed on it, and my foot was fucked up, and I had to wear a boot and all that stuff. But no doctor told me to stay off of my foot for 6 to 8 weeks. No doctor said that to me. They do not want you to stay off of your foot because you get stiffness and you have to get on your feet.
Muscle atrophy. Yeah, well,
bullshit story to me that she rolled her ankle. Fuck off. This is fake. I'm sorry. Allegedly. I'm trying to not get us in trouble. It's fake. And I don't believe she was injured. I think something else happened. I thought that video was totally cringe. She was like, it's me, Kornbread. Like, she's dying. Like, remember me by 2 simple words. Any 2 will do, as long as they're simple. That's my Elvira reference.
Like, she's giving a farewell message to everybody, like little words of wisdom. I'm like, bitch, nobody asked you. Like, bye. Because she was clearly a front runner from the jump. And I'd be like, bye. See ya. Yeah,
for real. I would do exactly what you said. She shows up on the screen. I would just be like, I would turn, wheel around, and walk back to my station and work on my makeup.
I really hate that faux sentiment. Number one, when they're wiping the lipstick off the mirror and everybody's all sad that somebody got eliminated, that would never be me. And I also hate this kind of moment when somebody's being sent home for medical reasons. I couldn't feign sympathy. I'd be like, all right, cool, let's keep it pushing. Let's get next.
Yes, I would walk right into that workroom and beeline to the mirror and wipe it off before anybody can even read it.
I'd take a hammer and smash the mirror. I'd be fucking thrilled. I'd be like, one less bitch to worry about, and not only that, but a really talented one, because Kornbread is really talented. I'd be like, thank God, because I was real worried about her.
Just walk directly to that mirror, like where they're coming in, they're like, yay, or ooh, or whatever, from the run, right after the runway. Just beeline over there, grab a spray bottle, and wipe it off before anybody can read it.
Yeah, just like wring your hands and be like, okay, let's go. What's next, guys?
Like, no, Naomi Campbelling these hoes to the ground next.
To the ground next. I know the queens do say when you're in kind of that little bubble, your emotions are heightened, but thankfully we lack all emotional abilities, so I don't think it'd be a problem.
Right? We're total sociopaths, for sure.
Sociopaths.
So when Rue says, oh, and just in case you're wondering, she did not have the gold candy bar, I was like, what is she talking about?
She ate it.
I cannot keep... oh, my God. It's like, can't live in my head that this candy bar thing, like, I keep forgetting
It's so fucking lame. Remember, we tried to order them, and it was like very confusing. I had to go through like 3 different websites to try and figure out how to order it. And I'm like, is this shit even good anymore?
I know. Did I check the expiration dates on these?
Is there a vegan option?
Is there? I don't know. I don't remember if there was, but I don't think so.
I think it's milk, chocolate, and sea salt. And correct me if I'm wrong. Milk comes from animals, and that's abuse. And I'm calling PETA right now.
Okay, back to the episode. So we find out they're going to divide the queens into 3 teams, and they have to dirty dance, as Rue put it, with the pit crew. So they basically just had to pretend to have anal sex with balloons between them. I think this was a total setup to humiliate Maddie. What do you think?
I think so too, and I completely approve.
Absolutely. We need more of this shit. They should have had to do it naked. Something, like, take it the next step.
Especially since, and I think I caught his name as Bruno, the brown skin guy.
Oh, he's so hot. Probably
the most beautiful man I've ever seen. He is so beautiful. I can't say it enough. And everybody thrusted on him. And I'm just going to say, shameless, I got a little bit excited. I loved it. Just,
well, you know, the other one.
Fun. Yeah.
Sorry. The ginger, he's straight, I think. Bryce?
Yeah, he's cute too. But compared to the other one, he's like not even on my radar. The other guy, I think, Bruno. I was like, oh my, isn't he fucking beautiful? Like, oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm done.
He's
put
really hot. I need to look him up on... You need to look him up on Insta.
Is he on OnlyFans? Because I will be subscribing.
Oh, I don't know. What's his name? I'm going to try to talk about this.
I think it said Bruno. I'm writing Bruno down. Gorgeous. And I loved, like you said, when it was Maddie's turn. And I think he went to Bruno. And Rue was just cackling and loving it. And I loved it too.
Bruno does have an OnlyFans.
Does he? Girl, let me get my credit card.
Let me see how much it costs, if it's worth it. $5.99 per month. Not bad.
I will be subscribing. All right. Wow, we're trash. Okay. But anyway. Hey, support the arts. That's my platform.
Support the arts.
Support
the
arts.
He's on Insta. Bruno Calcantare.
Baby! Wow!
Yes. All right. Anyway, we're like, never mind. We're not even going to talk about this episode.
Can we wrap this up? I got stuff to do now.
Right. I got to stop and get some vegetable oil. Some Crisco. Okay. Anyway, so definitely love the humiliation that was going on for Maddie. Love that look for Maddie. It's nice. Mm-hmm. George's trying to break that balloon was pretty funny, actually.
And Kerri's like, he never topped nothing in his life.
Yeah.
Kerri's funny.
That's funny. So there's 3 teams, green, orange, and purple. So we have green, which is Lady Camden, Bosco, Dia, Betty. And let me see. We'll get that. Okay. So orange is Georges and Angeria, Deja and Kerri, and then purple's Orion, Maddie, Willow, and Jasmine Kennedy. Now they're bringing back these first eliminated queens, which I can't believe they didn't bring back Pork Chop. I'm like, Pork Chop. So when Pork Chop season 1 first eliminated queen ever in Drag Race was like, when you have another one of these seasons, I'm coming back. like joking, whatever. And we have never seen her in the show ever again, except for the finales.
Yeah, I wonder what that's about. Well, I mean, she's referenced probably more than anyone. They did the Pork Chop loading dock. She's in every finale. Maybe she didn't want to. Maybe she's a little older too.
Well, that's okay. I mean, why not? It's like you bring Tempest du Jour on here. She's no spring chicken. I mean, her whole thing was making fun of that she's old.
Right. I don't know. Pork Chop was in Trantasia. I remember Trantasia.
Oh, yes.
The documentary. God, that is such a good documentary. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Pork Chop was yeah, she wasn't busy. I don't know what the reason was.
She wasn't busy.
But anyway, I liked the people they brought back. I like Tempest. I really have grown to like, even though I didn't watch her season, who am I thinking of?
James Mansfield?
James Mansfield, who I think is adorable. And Kamara Hall, I don't really care for because she was so annoying in her season. I think
was that season? What season was that?
12 or 13. Maybe 12. The whole thing was that she took hours to put her makeup on, and then like somebody came out and did an interview and said like even the production, the PAs had to like help her get into her outfit and stuff. Like she was a hot ass mess. Like, but she apparently has a very good reputation in Chicago as a stunning queen, and she did wear an original Bob Mackie, so she's definitely talented. The bitch just can't manage her time correctly.
I just watched season 12 and I don't remember her. So I'm thinking, but I can't believe she was 13 though, because it's so soon.
Well, she was the first out, so.
That's it. I'm looking it up. I can't stand it. We have to be accurate. I can't stand a comment that screams what the season is.
Get your abacus out. Let's figure out what season everybody's on.
Kamora Hall for Vice President of the United States. Why did that come up?
She spells Kamora all hood too. It's like KAHHOMR. Like it's crazy.
Season 13. Okay, that's why I didn't know, because I've never seen season 13.
Step your pussy up, girl.
No, I never want to watch it. We've talked about this. Season 13. Oh my god, look. She lip synced against Denali.
Oh my god. Don't say her name 3 times.
No, don't do it. It's like Bloody Mary, Candyman. Okay, so the queens have to make a public service announcement for Save a Queen organization to raise awareness of first eliminated queens. What did you think?
Well, I did call Gloria, our attorney Gloria, because for copyright infringement, because I feel like this is a direct ripoff of our Caps for Queens Foundation, where we, hold events to pay for fundraisers to have drag queens' teeth fixed. And this seems a little too close for comfort, so I am seeking legal counsel.
We need to extend that to actresses that are on shows like And Just Like That, just saying.
Agree. Although they probably do have the financial ability to take care of their own shit, but I don't know, maybe whatever. But yeah, but I do like this concept. This seems fun to me.
Yeah, the concept is fun, but I mean, this is something that could be really great or really bad, and most of it I think was kind of bad. So let's talk about some of the rehearsals. Like, okay, so some of the things that jumped out to me about this is, one, why can't they use cue cards? They're staring at the camera. You could put a cue card back there. Why are you trying to make them memorize all this shit?
To make
drama?
To make them look bad, yeah. I mean, they use cue cards on SNL, so why can't we do it on Drag Race?
Yeah, I don't know. And that Betty White joke is tacky.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Too soon, bitches.
They're like, well, she was still alive when we were filming. Well, we don't care. It still sucked.
That People magazine came out like the day before she died that was like, I'm so happy with life, and this is how I been living forever, and she died the next day.
I know. We make plans, God laughs. I just can't get down with the acting, and here we go. It's not like we're gatekeeping acting here. Well, maybe we are. Acting and comedy. We're gatekeeping. But I just can't get over the acting. It really came to a head for me, I think, in Canada the last season we watched that nobody watched, and then in UK 3. The acting is like let's say the line is the chicken crossed the road. Like, the chicken crossed the road. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, have some conviction in what you're saying. Not that that's a great sentence, but I'm just saying, like, everybody is so clowny and cartoony. It's like, what the fuck? I know you gay bitches took acting classes or an improv class or some community theater or something. Like, this is just so terrible. I've seen better acting on actual infomercials.
I think that people think, and maybe Rue thinks this too for some reason, but drag is all of that. Like, that over-the-top, crazy. Like, these people don't think about what they're saying. I mean, they more like, act now. We want you to act stupider, which is required, especially in a challenge and on Drag Race. But you could also have a balance between acting stupid and sounding like you know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? You're not just up on the stage acting. And
who came up with the rhyming thing? Was that part of the challenge, or did they just come up with that on their own? I'm like, we're doing poems now?
Yeah, I don't
Tempest
know.
du jour is so freaking old. Her wrinkles in her head are really bold. I mean, just the lamest writing and delivery.
You inspired me. So, Tempest du Jour is really old. Her teeth are all brown, and her breath smells like mold.
That's better. I mean,
I just
honestly, I mean, that's right off the top of your head. That's better than... These people had hours to write this stuff, and it was just dog shit.
Okay, James Mansfield is... James... I want to do it. James Mansfield. I can't rhyme. Her name is so... doesn't just roll off my tongue. James Mansfield.
James took a tumble. She fell on her face. And
I know.
Like it or not, she came in last place. I mean, just anything.
Okay. That's
something.
pretty good. We'll go with that. Okay, one more, and then we'll move on. So, Kimora Hall... Wait, Kimora was eliminated first on her season.
Somehow she got here. We don't know the reason.
There's a God, and our life has a reason. I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, so
Kimora took hours to put on her face. We wonder how the hell she got on the race. I don't know. Just like anything.
That's good.
These are just like
in a disgrace.
Now, if we actually had time, we could come up with stuff better. But they had time, a lot of time to come up with something good, and nobody could come up with a decent rhyme structure. I mean, give me a fucking break.
Kimora Lee Hall. No, Kimora Lee. Where did the Lee come from? Kimora Hall. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna stop now. All right, so, and so we do know that Willow Pill has a medical issue. We've never heard that before. This is the first time.
Yes, we have.
In this season. I know, repeatedly. That was sarcasm.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Sorry.
No, we talk about her talking about that every episode. Now, she has not talked about it every episode, and I do feel bad for her. It sounds like she went through a lot, and it's apparent, and I get it. I felt bad for her this time. Did you?
I feel bad for her in general, kind of the same way I did with Evie Oddly, because I think she had a kidney I clocked the kidney transplant because I noticed she had a tramp stamp in like one of her earlier episodes, and I was like, I bet that's to cover the scar from a kidney transplant. I could be wrong.
Interesting.
But yeah, you can tell by looking at it that there's something wrong with her. She's still super cute. I don't mean that in a shady way at all. I have total sympathy, and it is sad thinking. I remember Evie Oddly saying, I'll probably be in a wheelchair. Most people with my condition, by the time they're 30, 40, are in a wheelchair, and that like broke my heart. That makes me sad, especially for a performer. And Willow Pill, I know, a kidney transplant only lasts like 10 years, and you got to get another one. Remember Selena Gomez got one from her friend, and then she ditched the friend, allegedly.
Ooh.
So if I give you a kidney, we're signing a contract that you have to still be my friend. Can you imagine giving your fucking vital organ to somebody and then just ditching you? Yeah, but I think she said her brother gave it to her, so.
Oh. Right. Their brother gave the kid. Right, so, I mean, as long as you stay in good with your family or whatever, For the brother's sake.
Yeah.
All right, so time for the runway. So Rue comes up. What did you think of Rue's look? I really liked this look on Rue. I really liked it.
Of course, that's the one thing I don't think I have a photo of. Hold on.
It's like silver, like flowers, sort of futuristic, a little bit looking.
Okay, we'll say I like it. I love it.
You like it. It's really good.
Rue's looks have been. It's hard to criticize Rue's looks. It's pretty rare that she misses.
Right. So every once in a while, she'll have something that's not so good.
I really liked what she wore on UK versus the World. The first episode, she had pink tights on with a yellow dress and like kind of flowers. It's kind of a cool design. Or maybe the tights were yellow and the dress was pink. It was a yellow and pink thing. I like it yellow and pink together. Didn't mention that. It's on our past episode. Go listen to it.
So then we have the judging panel. I want to say, and this is going to sound totally shady, but I hope Ross stays thin. He looks so good right now. And I really liked what he was wearing. And the whole judging panel was sequins.
Sequins dress? I think I have that jacket. I like Ross a little bit.
I like what he looked like. I'm not saying I liked him.
Do you want to know a little gossip about Ross? I think I may have told you this before, but
Do it. I want to hear it.
he was okay. His ex-husband, who I think his name was, it doesn't matter. I forgot his name, but his ex-husband was co-hosting Brandi Glanville, who was a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills for like 4 seasons. Then they fired her, but she was one of the best ever. Brandi has had a podcast for many years, Brandi Glanville Unfiltered, and Salvador is his name. And Salvador, Ross's ex-husband, was her co-host for a while. And then they offered Salvador his own podcast, and he ditched Brandi and left her co-host list while he went and started his own thing. I don't know if he's still doing it or not. But him and Ross are divorced, so I think Ross is booed up with somebody else now. And I did see Ross in a restaurant once.
Ross is looking good. Like, I hope for his sake he stay. Because he's had, issues with his weight over time. Like, he was on some reality shows like that Celebrity Weight Loss. Yeah. With Tiffany. Carney was on there too. Was Carney on that one though?
I really don't know. I just threw it out there thinking probably.
Well, she was on 2 reality shows with Ross, and I'm wondering if it was because remember they did that one where they live in that farm, and it was Carney, Marsha. No, that's not her name. She played Marsha on. I think these are the 3 that was on there. On
Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch. I can't think of her name. And then Ross, and they lived on this farm. It was totally a terrible reality show.
Was this like before the Kardashians? Is this Celebrity Road Ranch or whatever, the one Kourtney Kardashian was on? That one?
No. This was like a 1 season. Okay, I'm looking it up. 1 season reality show. It had Carney, Ross Matthews.
Was that on the TV Guide channel?
It was on I think it was on CMT.
Oh, I probably didn't see that.
I'll tell you.
While you're looking that up, CMT did a Adam DeVello, who did The Hills, one of my all-time favorite reality shows, did a country version of it in Nashville, and it flopped so hard. But it was filmed beautifully. That's one thing. Adam DeVello also does Selling Sunset on Netflix, which, God, I wish you watched that because we could recap that. It is so... It's stupid, but it's good, and it's beautifully shot. And the music's good.
Okay, so I was completely wrong about all of that. So there was a show called Gone Country that had Bobby Brown, Carney Wilson, and Maureen McCormick. And they did like country versions of their song. Like they tried to make Carney sing "Hold On" like the lead, and she was like, "I can't do this.
Hold on,
this
for one more day."
But they made her do it anyways. So then Maureen McCormick, Bobby Brown, and Carney Wilson had a show called Outsider's End.
Wow, that's too... I am a reality TV fanatic, and that's too obscure even for me. I've never even heard of that. Tell me Bobby Brown did My Prerogative as a country version of My Prerogative.
But I thought Ross Matthews did something with Carney, but maybe not.
Maybe
I'm thinking of Ginger Minge. I mean, they're sort of in the same category.
Do you remember the reunion tour footage of Bobby Brown with New Edition and a bag of cocaine fell out of his pocket on stage?
No.
Oh my God, we gotta post it. Iconic.
What is this? Carney Wilson Farts, episode 319 by Straight Talk with Ross Matthews. What the hell is that? That's totally gross. All right, anyway, back to the show. So
we just lost 100 subscribers.
Sorry, I should have said the name of that.
Welcome to the Attention Deficit Hour with Jay and John.
All right, so the runway category is Spring Has Sprung. What did you think of this runway?
Florals for spring. Groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking, yeah.
Some people try to do some different things. I love pastels and, florals. There was nothing... I kind of like James Mansfield. We'll go through them, but there was nothing that really blew me away here. I'm just scrolling through. Nothing really... Well,
yeah.
No, I don't think anybody went full in hard enough with the spring theme.
This is very arts and craftsy.
Michael's flowers, floral, cheap florals.
Hobby Lobby bullshit going on here. Yeah. Don't shop there, they're assholes.
Silk flowers. What, just because they wouldn't pay for your abortion? I gave you the money. Will you relax?
Yeah, so let's see. Who did you like?
Okay, I didn't think Georges was bad. Jasmine Kennedy, I think, was probably one of the better ones. And Bosco loves the burlesque reveal moment. She came out kind of as a storm cloud and then revealed to a sunshine yellow dress. At least that was something. I'm really grasping at straws here because none of this blew me away. And then I did like James Mansfield because she does the pink diamonds are girl's best friend look. That's kind of her thing. I don't know if it's spring, but it was pretty. Kamora Hall was wearing, the ugliest color, greenish brown shit that made no sense whatsoever. Is there anybody that you like particularly?
Well, I don't know that the three returning queens, the first eliminated, had to do spring. I kind of think maybe they didn't have to do spring.
Good point.
Because, yeah, I think that Tempest was not spring. James Mansfield looks great, but in this picture, that looks really wrinkly, but I don't know that it looked that wrinkly on the screen.
Right.
But who did I like? Georges, I kind of did. It looked a little bit homemade, so I wasn't loving that tulle over that. It was okay. I hated Kerri Colby's because it just looks like a mess to me. Like, I don't even know what I'm thinking. Yeah, it looked like the floral department at Hobby Lobby for sure. So did Angeria. Well, Deja Sky, like, I don't understand this whole, like, bottom half of an outfit that's totally solid. Like, I don't understand in drag that you would come out with pants like that. It's, like, so inappropriate.
That whole thing was ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, you had that mask, which was fine, but you need to do something with the rest of that outfit. Maddie Morphosis, okay, so I get this idea, but why is she completely covered up again?
Because she don't want to show her body. She don't want to talk. She don't want to cinch.
Hideously deformed.
She's hideous deformed, but, like, actually, she had some cute interview moments, but that's not going to cut it on the damn runway. I'm like, you're so covered up. Like, it's like one extreme or the other. Like, there's the body queens that really are just fully naked. Violet Chachki. Just total boy body naked. And then there's people that just cover everything up. And I'm like, Maddie seems to have a nice shape. Like, it could totally be manipulated to a female silhouette. But no, he's very comfortable in a costume. And he ain't tucking in that.
He's a very round head. Like Charlie Brown round. I think what could have fixed this is, I think if he would have taken the hat, like the cloud hat, burn it in a fire. But if not that, make it really, like, way wider. Because I bet that's styrofoam, so it's probably super light. So make it really, really wide so it, like, almost goes at arm's length. And then take in the rain instead of just around the face, like, all hanging down from the cloud and then all over the body to look like it's pouring down like a giant rain cloud. Like, make this, like, it's like you're going to go there. Like, she just didn't take it far enough for me.
Why is it that someone like Alaska can come in wearing an outfit made out of trash bags, just like a big trash bag, black cloud, and it's more successful than this, which clearly took much more time and effort? Why is that? Do you think it's all about the person wearing it?
If you can sell it, I think it's probably like a raining hat. We've seen raining hats before, so this isn't some
April Carry On,
look.
raining umbrella.
Yeah, we've seen it. And then Evie Oddly with her thing, the jellyfish umbrella. Like, we've seen this sort of idea before. It's not fresh, and it's way too covered up. I needed something more. She almost sort of looks like Cousin It, like with a glow up.
The glam version of Cousin It, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Like Cousin It meets Showgirls, maybe?
Yeah, at least Jasmine was bringing us drag here. This was a full drag look.
Jasmine was, and more Alyssa Edwards. Like, if you listen to our UK versus the world, we mentioned Alyssa Edwards like 35,000 times. And here's Alyssa Edwards again.
I'm okay with it.
No, she looks great. I liked it. I didn't really like that Christmas garland that was on her legs or whatever, but like the bustier and stuff, gorgeous. And I liked Orion's story. I know they gave her shit, and during the lip sync, her wig was sliding off, but I didn't mind it.
I didn't like it at all. I thought it looked
it?
Very minimal and cheap, yeah.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. I guess I like the idea of it. Like a Playboy Bunny kind of thing. We've been talking about Pamela Anderson a lot because of Pam and Tommy, which we're going to talk about on our Patreon episode. So I'm kind of in that mind frame right now. That's super sexy, whatever.
Yeah, this just looks like a Halloween.
Kinda, yeah.
Halloween City. What's the name
She
of the
could
store?
have fixed this. She could have done like better shoes,
Spirit Halloween.
like the bikini top. I'm like struggling now. The fuzzy boobs. She could have done like super cleavage, like almost Jimbo size. Like she could have made this even more dragon. I think Orion just tries to just look pretty all the time. I think that's probably her problem.
She's a little dull, which is unfortunate because she's real pretty. So it's like,
She's
girl,
gorgeous.
amp up. Yeah, if you just amped up your personality a little bit. I mean, look at Angeria, who is not
Traditionally.
like the most traditional or classic beauty, but the personality makes you just love her face. Anytime she's on the screen, you're just in love with her. Orion, you're blessed with beauty. Of course, this is the age-old story of you don't have to work so hard because you're pretty. Well, I mean, look at us. We're beautiful and fun. So it can happen. It can be done. So Orion, if you just step up your personality a little bit, babe.
So let's see. Willow Pill. Willow Pill was cute. Like I like that it said "Help me" on the back. It's pretty.
Me
kinda
too.
Cute.
Very fun.
Yeah. I don't have a lot to say. It's fine.
No, gimmicky but fun.
Yeah.
I like
And
she
then-
kind of shits on the challenges. Like if they challenge her to do something, she just kind of makes fun of the challenge and doesn't take it very literally. So I do
like
appreciate
that.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. And you have Crystal Light. I mean, Diabetes. She needs to do her lips different. I'm sorry. I've
She
seen these
does.
lips too many times.
I hate that lip shape.
I've seen it. I'm not into it.
But she's featured. Have you noticed she's featured a lot in the interview? She's basically narrating the season.
She is. I don't really know. I mean, her personality's fine. Like I'm not
she's
mad
fine.
at it. I don't jump up and down. All right, so Victoria, oops, Lady Camden. I got some real, Victoria Scone was probably pissed when she saw this because it's sort of like Victoria Scone's outfit from UK season.
It is.
3.
I would say hers was more Marie Antoinette. This was a little more Alice in Wonderland, but I see the similarity for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think
pattern,
we
kind of
ever need to
almost.
see this again, though.
No, it was cute when she tipped over the cup and the tea spilled. She's really spilling the tea. I mean, that was kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Bosco. This is almost the case of a reveal that with something that looked good to something boring. Like, I appreciated it. I did, but I thought the yellow dress was a little bit handmade looking.
I hear you. It's not exactly an exciting reveal, but it's
Something.
not the worst reveal we've ever seen. So, and I still like Bosco.
Oh, I did too. Yeah, she was the best. I just think this yellow dress looks a little like the mice and birds made it for Cinderella before it gets torn off by the stepsisters.
And by the way, I think Bosco was funny in the challenge also. She was pretty good.
Was good. Yeah, she was the best.
And not annoying in her interviews, which, likability is a big factor for us. And I think Bosco has likability.
I agree. I did like her. Okay, so then they showed the videos, and this challenge was fine. Like, I didn't love it because it's very just stand there and mug and for the camera, and I don't know. It was fine. It wasn't like a super exciting. And then Sarah McLachlan comes on, which was like kind of odd, but I liked it.
Weird, yeah. I wouldn't recognize. Let me tell you, I wouldn't recognize her anywhere.
I like Sarah. I saw her at both Lilith fairs.
I like her. I think, the Arms of the Angel, it probably set her up for life, but it ruined her career in pop music or folk or whatever she sings, because that song is so depressing. It ruined I'm just saying. I like her and I'm glad she's getting her coins, but are you ever going to hear like the brand coming up next? Nobody listens to the radio, so I'm doing radio voice. But coming up next, the brand new hit from Sarah McLachlan. Everybody's turning the channel.
Yeah, she was big in the 90s. She's not going to make a comeback. And I agree. This song, almost made a joke out of her music, unfortunately. And she's very talented, and she's had some really great songs, so it's kind of a shame. I'm sure she's not right. She's probably not bothered because she's getting coin, but I don't know that she's made music lately. I'm not sure, but I don't think so. She's had a couple Christmas albums out and stuff.
I'd like to nominate Meredith Brooks and Paula Cole for the next ASPCA commercials. Can you just imagine animals in cages? I'm a bitch.
I probably wouldn't pick that
I'm
song.
a puppy on my knee.
Oh my god.
I've been hurt. I think it works.
That is not right. Not right at all. Who was it that said they had a seasonal affective disorder look? Was that Bosco? Because that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny, yeah.
That was really funny. I'm like, girl, I know. That's why
I
I'm
like
feeling
Bosco. Can't put my finger on why, but I like Bosco.
Yeah, her real estate has gotten better.
Yeah.
So Bosco wins the challenge. Correct. I think that's correct.
Sure.
And then Orion Story and Georges are the bottom two. I knew Georges was going to be Orion Story because Georges has a lot of personality and Orion has very little. So
Orion's very sedate. Orion is almost giving me Pearl. Like, remember how they always criticize Pearl for being sedate?
Yes, because when I said about no personality, that was that whole Pearl.
Which, of course, is not true. It's just it presents in a different way.
Oh, yeah, Pearl.
I'm being kind.
Pearl's my top 3. She's in my top 3 of all time. So they lip sync to My Head and My Heart by Ava Max. I mean, I don't know. This just seemed like another Drag Race lip sync. Like nothing special happened.
It could be, yeah. This, I like Ava Max. I think I sent you the one song that they were playing on at the screens at the gym for like 2 years. So I downloaded it because I was like, I like that. It's called So Am I. I was like, this song is lit. But then I downloaded Ava Max's album and sorry, Ava, I like you, girl, but it all seems kind of like bootleg Lady Gaga, license-free music. You know what I mean? Just like stock music you could use, royalty-free music. But yeah, it was okay. The lip sync was not exciting either.
I think we're at the point with Drag Race that just a lip sync isn't really enough. Like, we need something more, and not just some splits and leaping off of a chair anymore. Like, that used to fly, but now we need something else.
I'm thinking a set redesign. I know that's weird because I really like the set, but I'm thinking maybe redesign the set somehow.
Yeah, like, how about make it more dangerous? Like, they're surrounded by sharks.
Yeah, like a moat with sharks, piranhas.
Yeah. Or one of those, like it's one of those, one of these, I think, buildings in Chicago has this, like, I don't know what you call it, but it's like a glass box that hangs out the side of, like, a skyscraper.
Oh my God, I love okay, I have a terrible fear of heights, and but I'm like a masochist, so I like to watch videos of, like, heights. So I look at the video of that skybox in Chicago because it actually freaks me out. So it makes my chest all tight. It scares me, but I do it all the time. I look at videos of like the top of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai just to like scare the shit out. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know.
What's that bridge where they have it to where you step on it and it's glass and it makes it look like
oh my God, that one too. That's like in China or something. I would shit my pants. I mean, terror. Just looking at videos of heights freaks me out. But yeah, something like that would be really great.
I was just watching earlier these like TikTok. Well, like TikTok comes up in your like either Facebook or Instagram. I don't know which. And there was a video of like in somewhere in China or something. I don't know where it is. But these people are walking on this bridge and stuff that's like, extremely high up, and they just have like one rope, like something tethering them so they can't fall. But you like walk across this like step bridge that's really like swinging and stuff. Like, oh my God, that looks so scary.
I would die. I would die. So scared of heights, but yeah.
Like, so they could do like a Squid Game sort of thing. I don't know. Just
I would just jump
spitballing. All right, so Orion sashayed away. The chocolate bar was not the gold bar; it was a chocolate bar.
God, that's so lame. They need to let that go.
Remember when they did the Untucked thing? Well, they go. Not Untucked. Well, they did Untucked, but they leave the stage to go to the gold bar. The gold bar.
I love the gold bar. I'm praying every day for the return of the Interior Illusions and Gold Bar. The golden era of Untucked. And people are like, oh, it was over-edited and da-da-da. I'm like, I don't care. It was fucking funny as shit. And those were the most iconic moments in Drag Race history.
For sure. I don't know why they don't push that so much now. Like, it was part of the show, then it became a separate show, and then it became available only online. Like I told you back when we talked about this before, but if you don't know, season 1, Rue had Under the Hood, I think that's what it was called.
Yeah.
And it was like Untucked, and it was hosted by a RuPaul doll. You know, RuPaul's doing the voice and holding the doll. That's the host.
I vaguely remember that, yeah.
It was so cute. Like, my favorite was the end where Rue's got the doll, and it was like, oh, that's the end of the, whatever she said, the season. I want to take a moment to thank you so much, and click, the lights go out. Like, everyone's like, just leaves the second it's over. And Rue, hey, who turned off those lights?
And where is Untucked now? Where is it?
I don't know.
See, it's too difficult to find. And as someone, like I've said before, I like the dramatic elements, the interaction, the conversations, the sometimes fighting, way more than the competition element of the show. So Untucked was my jam. I mean, that really held my interest. Whereas sometimes during the challenges, I'm like, okay, another acting challenge. You can hear it in my voice. It doesn't get me hard. But those Untucked moments, I mean, mama, this is garbage. If I wanted a sugar daddy, I'd have a sugar daddy. Like, da-da-da-da-da. It goes on and on. Those are all our favorite moments. So I know you can't recreate history, but I just don't understand. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why did they get rid of that? Ugh.
I don't know. I guess it's not on. Correct us if it's wrong in the comments, but it's not on WoW Presents Plus. The last season I found on there just now was season 9.
Well, when they put it on YouTube, it was a way toned down, tame version. It was more dramatic. It was not fun anymore. It wasn't funny. It wasn't shady. And I just don't really understand the reasoning why.
I'm trying to see if it was on anything else, and then we'll get back to finishing this episode up. But
they put it on YouTube and I think it was on Paramount Plus too. I never bothered to watch it, but remember, because it was started black and white, and it was like dun dun dun.
Oh yes, I love that. That was so good. All right, so that's the end of this episode. I watched next week's preview, and I'm trying to think of what happened. Did you watch the preview for next week?
I did not.
Oh, I know. They had those boxes come in that it's Glamazon, like Amazon, and they had to create looks based on whatever the shit they find in those boxes.
Okay, I can get into that.
Yeah, I like a design challenge. That sounds good to me. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Thank you, everyone. Please follow us on Drag Dungeon at Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and on YouTube, Drag Dungeon channel. And please subscribe on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, etc. And patreon.com/Drag Dungeon. I'm getting good at this, aren't I?
I know. We are ubiquitous, just like God.
We're everywhere.
Well, thanks for listening. We'll talk to you for the next fantastic episode of Drag Race Season 14.
Thanks, bitch.
Thank you. Bye.
You asked for this shit, so here it is.